అయ్యో టైం అయిపోతుంది వచ్చి. Dear friends, good morning to everyone. This is People's Advocate Sreeman. The People's Advocate Sreemannarayana Mallela Vision. The People's Advocate Sreemannarayana Mallela Vision statement regarding to the uplift of the marginalized people, helping and assisting to the society, and regarding to the subject matter of auditing, taxation, finance, accounts, auditing, direct tax, indirect tax laws. Now, I would like to. I'm already and it is already morning. The morning already 50% is over. The remaining 50% is continuing now. And already we discussed a lot about the morning. And continuing to the previous video, we are doing now this video. And this video here we are talking why inquiry analytical procedures are important. The importance of inquiry provides evidence about management intent, often being the principal source of information on management intent limited. The practitioner will look at the past history of the management and actions, reasons for choosing the course of action, and ability to pause the choice in the course of the action, a professional skepticism, and is essential when evaluating management responses to identify the possible material misstatements. Possible material misstatements. So, inquiry evidence about management intent often being principal source of information and management intent limited. The practitioner may look at past history of the management actions, reasons for choosing course of action, ability to pursue the chosen course of action. Professional skepticism is essential when evaluating management responses to identify possible material misstatements. Enquiry helps update the practitioner's understanding of the entity and its environment, identifying areas where misstatements may occur. Importance of analytical procedure, it helps update the practitioner's understanding of the entity and its environment, identifying areas potential misstatement. It helps identify inconsistencies with various in the financial statement, such as the trends, values, or names, example, key performance indicators. Guys, understanding now. It provides corroborative evidence. Just a minute. It provides corroborative evidence for inquiries, analytical procedures already performed. It serves as additional procedures if the practitioner suspects misstatements in financial statements. Various methods can be used in analytical procedures, ranging from simple comparisons to complex statistical analysis. Evaluating financial information for consistency with expected values, developing exceptions based on relevant sources such as industry information. In specific circumstances, related parties, the practitioner should stay alert for arrangements, information that may indicate related party relationships, transactions not previously identified or disclosed by management. If significant transactions outside the normal business course are identified, the practitioner must inquire with the management about the nature of these transactions, related parties involved, and the business rationale. Fraud and non-compliance with laws or regulations. If there are indications of fraud and the non-compliance with laws or regulation, the management assessment of the affected in the financial statement, the practitioner must consider how the management assessment how the management assessment of fraud or non-compliance affects the conclusion on the financial statement. If there is need to report it externally. Going concern. During the review of the practitioner must assess the entity ability to continue as a going concern. If concern arises, if concern arises, inquiry with the management about their plans and whether these plans are feasible to address the going concern issue. Evaluate management responses and determine if the financial statement should continue to prepared on a going concern basis, or if they are materially misstated. Consider management responses to all relevant information gathered during the revision, during the review. Use the work performed by others. If practitioner rules are work performed by others, he must ensure that work is adequate for the review purposes. Review of group financial statements. When reviewing the group financial statement, the petitioner must plan the procedures to achieve the objective of the review are as per standards or ordained. Considering the context of the group of the financial statements, additional procedures, possible misstatements. If the practitioner believes that the financial statement may be materially mistaken, he must design and perform the additional procedures to conclude that conclude that the matters is not likely to because a material misstatement. Determine if the matter cast the financial statements to be materially misstated. Practitioner's judgment. Response to a potential misstatement varies depending on the circumstances and based on the practitioner's professional judgment. Additional procedures. Additional procedures aim to gather standards on auditing evidences to form the conclusion of the matter that could cause the material misstatement. Yeah. అప్పుడే టిఫిన్ ఎక్కడ ఇది 7:30 కూడా కాకుండా 8 గంటలకు ఇంత ఏమండి? 8 గంటలు వేసి రెడీ అవుతాను. 8 o'clock. మిస్టర్ బుజ్జితల్లి ఎగ్జామ్ దా నువ్వు కూడా రా క్లాస్ వద్దురా తల్లి. అబ్బా ఏమి ఇస్తున్నారు. వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ గుడ్ అమ్మా, వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ గుడ్, సూపర్. అబ్బా సూపర్. ఓకే, గుడ్ 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 గుడ్. ఓకే నాన్న, ఇట్స్ గుడ్. యా యా, గుడ్ గుడ్ గుడ్. సరే కానీ ఏం కాదు. See, the practitioners. Sorry, guys. Sorry for your disturbance. Related to subsequent events, we are talking in the. We are already spoke the earlier clause to the extent of the procedure subsequent events. See the subsequent events. If practitioner became aware of the events between the date of the financial statement and practitioner report date, they require adjustment or disclosure in the financial statement. They must ask management to correct the misstatement. Amending the financial statements. The practitioner is not required to perform any procedure after the reporting date issued that could have caused to the report to be amended. Discuss the matter with the management to those charged with governance and management and determine whether financial statements needed to be amended. If needed, inquire how management intends to address the issues in the financial statement. Management not amending the financial statement. If management refuses to amend the financial statement and that the report is already has been provided, and to those charged with governance, not issuing financial statements are issued without amendment. Now, written representation. Now, the written representation states not substantive for evidence. Written representations or if management changes does not provide the requested written representation, it indicates significant issuance. Importance of written representations. Requesting written rather than oral representations can prompt to the quality of the representations. Okay, friends. Now, providing all relevant information and access as agreed and any public statements may cover some or all of these responsibilities. Representation related disclosures. The practitioner may request additional written representation for specific items or disclosure. Additional matters. The management must the management must provide written representations on related party identify non-compliance with the laws or regulations affecting the financial statements, going concern assumptions, subsequent events that require adjustment or disclosure, material commitments to obligations or contingencies, non-monetary transactions or transactions for no consideration. No written representation provided. If management does not provide written representation, the practitioner should discuss the matter with the management or governance, re-evaluate the integrity of the management and rely effect on the conclusion. If main is in a doubt, the practitioner may disclaim the conclusion or withdraw the engagement as if it is allowed by the regulation. Evaluating evidence obtained from the procedures. Evaluation of the evidence, the practitioner must evaluate standards on auditing evidence has been obtained. If not, perform the additional procedures from conclusion on the financial statements. When evidence is insufficient, in some cases, practitioner may not have obtained the expected evidence from inquiry and analytical procedures. If the evidence obtained is not sufficient to form a conclusion on the financial statement, the practitioner shall consider other procedures, gather the needed evidence such as extend to the work performed or perform additional procedures judgment necessary. In some cases, the practitioner may not the procedure if the evidence gather the needed evidence such as extend the work performed or perform additional procedure judgment necessary. When additional procedures are not possible, if extending the work performing additional procedure is not possible, practitioner cannot obtain sufficient evidence and must determine the effect on their report. To discuss the limitations with the manager prevents forming a conclusion, inability to perform a specific procedures. If the practitioner cannot perform a specific procedure but obtain sufficient evidence through other procedure, it does not imposed by management. Limitations on the scope of the imposed by management may affect the review, especially in terms of the identifying material misstatements, deciding whether to continue the engagement. No practitioner conclusion in the financial statements. No practitioner, no practitioner conclusion on the financial statement. Considerations in forming the conclusion, the practitioner must consider the impact of uncorrected misstatements identified during the review of the previous year's review on the financial statement as a whole. Qualitative aspects of the entity accounting practices, including possible bias in management judgment. Additional considerations for advocate, the people's advocate vision mission statement is to enhance the skill knowledge of the common people. MSN, the people's advocate Sreemannarayana Mallela, target to reach audience of the common public, general public at large. ఏమనుకు నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకా ఓకే ఓకే So, friends, I would like to you 7:39 అయింది కదా ఓకే friends with fresh energy will discuss a lot, but unfortunately I woke up late little bit so that I could not bring to you a like effective lecture today morning, but tomorrow morning will bring effective discussion, effective lecture. Thank you and all. We'll connect tomorrow morning 4 a.m. Bye bye, see you, tata.